They're not afraid to go down short sides. Parramatta have already scored 2 tries from going down short sides tonight. And that's a big hit there, body on body.
Kumatai has lost it. Boy, a delayed call of a strip on the replacement forward for the Warriors. It was going to be a knock-on, and then at the death, Gavin Badger said this one was helped out, and you know what? It was a good call.
Yeah, Justin Poor, the man that just swung the arm. Didn't hit the ball hard, but players these days are aware if the opposition player's hands hit the ball to just let it roll out.
They must have been on the advice of the touch judge, and they've got some brickbats in recent times. A bouquet this time around for a good call by the officials. Here is Pat working it up, stopped there by Paulo, gets a ball away. Friend Johnson, a chance to set them alight. Cut down an important tackle there by Pat O'Hanlon. He had to make that, though, a fan to the right-hand side. Here's Ty. He'll play it. Picked up there, wheelbarrow style by Justin Poor, just outside the 20. Johnson comes out the back. Lock. Not too much momentum. Now there is Vatuve coming. So was Kenny Seo. And Seo getting there in time to kill the threat.
Great play. Great play from Sean Johnson, going to the line, really teasing the opposition. Kevin Locke, sorry. Not Sean Johnson, but he's just teasing the opposition. He likes to skip to the outside with his speed. He put it on the toe. Manu was chasing.
Did that ball go dead touch in goal? I thought it did.
What are you doing, Badgie?
They've ruled a scrum. I'm sure Ken Seo knocked that ball
no,
dead.
you're right. Sorry. Jeez.
It looked as though it was punched fairly comfortably. Touch in goal. We'll take a look once again.
Oh,
might have been a good call once more.
They've got it. They've got it right. They've got it right again.
It crossed the touchline on the field of play side of the corner post.
Stand up. Let's pull them in tight.
That is not because it's a Warriors ball here, 10 out.
Guys, we're only making this as hard as we have to. Everyone get in tight. Good. Ball in 2 hands. Put it in.
The Eels won't mind a chance to catch their breath on their own defensive line. Hurrell into a gap. He gets across and scores. The Warriors extend their lead. And Conrad Hurrell has his first try, and it won't be his last in the big time.
Don't you love when you've got an explosive player a couple wide, that they don't do too much on the inside? Quick hands, just took a step, James Maloney, and then Hurrell. Give me the ball and let me run over the top of the blokes in front of me. So often we see players try and do too much for the ball runners, especially the men out wide. Every now and then, just throw them the ball. That's what they're good at. They're good at running over the top of people.
Well, with that formation there from Parramatta, you have to make your one-on-one tackles. It was 4-on-4. Parramatta had 2 defenders on a short side because the Warriors had 2 attacking players. I think in that situation, you have to go another man to the long side. I think you just leave one on a short side and you get your centre to pack into the scrum. He pushes across with the halfback, so you've got your short side covered, but it gives you extra protection on the outside. So a guy like Hurrell, if needed, you can put 2 on him. And on the strength of that run, you need to be putting 2 on him.
On the strength of that run, you may need 3 or 4.
We had a look at him at ground level and watched them warm up. He is one bloke that there's a whole team full of Warriors that you don't want to tackle. He is built like a tank, Conrad Hurrell.
He is. Now Maloney, 15 to the right-hand side of the uprights, flags in the air once again. And there he is, an imposing sight. Conrad Hurrell, in his second game in the NRL, has his first try. It's a 10-point lead. Let's go back downstairs now to Andy for a further update. Andy, on Jared Hayne.
And we've been given amazing access by the Parramatta staff down here. Dr. Sam Sorrenti, the orthopaedic surgeon, and Vicky Locke, the physio. Jared is in the dressing rooms in less pain now than he was at the time of the incident. He has strained the capsule that surrounds his knee, and he did so on rotation. What it was scar tissue in the knee that gave way, making the popping noise that Jared was complaining about, and also the immediate pain and panic that he went through. At this stage, a short-term injury only.
That is good news for both Jared Hayne and the Eels, because it was a scary moment And he went down the fashion he went down. Now Johnson from inside his own 40, having a crack at a 40-20. And it crosses the line about 3 metres out.
He wasn't happy. He had a pretty good angle to work with. That's why he's shaking his head. He knew that the Parramatta, the winger hadn't dropped back to cover it. The fullback wasn't anywhere near the sideline, so he had a perfect opportunity, and he's not happy with himself with the kick that he put in. It's been an amazing turnaround. 18 unanswered points, the Warriors.
Probably.
And every time it's been a repeat set to penalties. And of course, the grubber by Johnson, punched out by Sio, which gave him the scrum win. And you know the rest. Here's Essie Tonga. A slow play the ball, playing it eventually. And it's brother Willie Tonga who works it up towards the 40. Keating putting it back on the inside here for Justin Paul. Back to the open. Moy charging hard. His runs have been a highlight since coming off the bench in this first half. We've got a couple more plays right here. Here's Roberts showing it. He didn't do it himself this time. He had some numbers out there, and they gone short through the hands. There might have been something eventuating for the Eels. Sando puts it up under some pressure when he did. It bounces away from Vatuvei and coming quickly. There was a chance there. He only just got away from Lasalo, and then, as the Warriors can do, they try and launch a counter-attack from inside their 20.
Well, they looked at each other then, Vatuvei and Kevin Lott. Neither really wanted to attack the football. They got fortunate there with the bounce that had popped up. Plenty of Eels coming through.
Lasalo had a real crack at it. Now Packer. Up there by Keating and also Paul. Fast play the ball. Will keep the flow going here. Lewis Brown works it up across the halfway line. Eventually they take him to ground. The Eels need to do better in the wrestle in the last few plays. Here's Maloney back on the inside for Ty. Slips away from Justin Paul's tackle. Grabbed by Roberts. There are breaks in the offing for the Warriors. Johnson puts it in the air. It'll be Vatuvei versus Blair once again. Well, Blair was nudged there by Vatuvei. It will be a penalty to the Eels.
Yeah, he was impeded there. Big Manu was trying to get through and put pressure on Blair, and you just see him there making contact. He wasn't able to make a play at the football, and that is a penalty. But you speak about the Warriors, Warren, winning the battle of the ruck, and the reason they're doing that is just through their tip-on plays. With little tip-on plays, you isolate defenders. It's hard to get numbers in and changes direction. You're going at 2 defenders rather than 3 and 4. You're doing a very good job of it.
They were storming their way down the field in that previous set as the Eels work it away from their own end. They'll play it here through Ken Sio. Now Paul running towards Friend and Taylor. Getting through a lot of work defensively. Elijah Taylor, 25 tackles now in the game. Roberts kicks for depth this time. Not a bad one either. It'll sit down as well. Locke has to play at it. He might be under a bit of pressure here. He straightens and runs hard at O'Hanlon and also Matua. They've got him stopped about 5 metres out. The Warriors fans in that far corner weren't happy. Here's a loose ball. Sando picks it up and through defence, the Eels have created a try.
Oh, put it down to Chrissy Sando. You could see him. He was lining up the big shot. He loves to come in and force an error, and it was his contact that I'm sure forced the ball loose. He was there. He picked up the bouncing ball, and it was Hurrell. He picked a big one to try and put a hit on. Here he is, and it was terrific stuff. Justin Poore also involved, and then Sando able to scoop it up and get his way across the line despite the attention of the hooker Nathan Friend. Well, he can rev a side up Chris Sando with his defence. It just might get the Eels kick-started again.
Well, it's great work, and you really push off your line hard when you get a team in the corner. On first play, their next play, they've only got one side of the field to work with, and Hurrell carrying the ball forward was placed under pressure, and Sando, the initial contact was made by him. He forced the ball out, And he's picked it up and scored. Good individual effort.
And with 3.5 remaining before the break. He lifts the Eels back within 4 points of the Warriors at 18-14.
Now, smart play there by Ben Roberts. He put the kick in. It was a third tackle kick. It was a terrific one that forced Lock into his in goal. It was a good chase on the back of it. And then Chris Sando, you could see him move infield about 20 metres. He lined that shot up well before Hurrell got the ball.
Just shows you the importance of having a good finish to your set.
Stay on, fellas.
If you can have a good kick-chase game and nullify the amount of metres the opposition make early, just benefits the whole team. As Fury carries the ball forward, that's a strong run.
Running straight at Nathan Friend, Mannering and Packer. He has been good, hasn't he? 5 runs and each of them bottlers. Paul, who played his role in that tackle with Sando, but led to the try as Paulo brings it back within 10 of the halfway line on 3 plays. Keating come across here to Sando. Here's Willie Tonga running towards Sean Johnson, defending one in from Vartuve. There's Chase Blair. There's plenty of him, this young winger. Big and tall. He'll play it just outside the Warriors 40 as Keating comes back to the short side. Sando, as a result, was always going to be under pressure. Willie Tonga now just flings it back infield, and Matt Keating has to get the kick away. Poor choice to go to the short side there to put the kicker under pressure. Near the sideline on the last play. They got away with it, but only just. Here is Hurrell. Will make the same mistake twice this time around. Grabbed there by Roberts and also Matua. Bill Tupou comes in from the wing. He takes it beyond the 30. Now Vartuve comes in field, and there is one of those little tip-ons. A nice pass away to Ben Henry. And he takes it from dummy half himself again. Runs to Justin Poor, and he made him look like a halfback, didn't he? A sloppy play the ball, perhaps a fraction lucky. As Johnson puts it high in the air, CO calls for it. He is good to his word, and he's stopped here by Maloney with penalty coming. Mannering flopping and then trying to drag the tackled player back towards his own goal line.
No. Wait, you've got to play offside.
Well, a big minute coming up here for the New Zealand Warriors.
Use the line.
You would think Parramatta
Hold, Russ.
will have one last shot here. Maybe get the full set of 6 in.
Chance perhaps for a bomb. Or a kick in behind them on the last play here with just over 30 seconds remaining. Here's Moy again. Look at them going in the right direction into Warriors territory. Keating waits at dummy half. They'll work it through Paulo. One more settler. We'll see what they've got up their sleeve right here. They're spread to the left-hand side. Pussy Sando is there. He takes it to the line. Grabbed by Friend and also Packer. They'll have time for perhaps one more play. Roberts comes across, gives it to Matua. He keeps it alive, wrapping around the back. They will take CO, and that should do us as far as action in this first 40 minutes. There is the siren. It has been action-packed. 3 tries apiece against the Warriors, who lead the Eels 18 points to 14. The Eels, of course, losing Jared Hayne in that first 40 minutes. We'll take a break. And for Hancock Performance Tyres, we'll come back on the other side with the boys back in the studio with the halftime highlights on Australia's sports leader, Fox Sports.